Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kinda Creepy. I'm Jason Emmett.
I'm Casey Masterpiece.
And I'm Twisted Kid Matt.
All right, so this week we're going to move to we're going to try a slightly new format. We're going to give you guys 4 videos. These are videos guaranteed to have you questioning whether ghosts are real or not. Maybe, I don't know. But we're going to give you 4 videos, and we're going to react to them and talk about them for a few minutes. And then that's going to be this episode. And then we're going to start giving you the bonus episode each week of Spooky Scary Time, which is the story episode. So if you've watched this episode and you dig the clips, maybe check out Spooky Scary Time as well. And that one we tell like real creepy or ghost stories or paranormal or just weird stories in general. So we're going to start off this week, I think, with a clip that I brought. So I want to kind of introduce this clip to you guys because this one's really weird. So what we have is a little girl using like a little kid's camera, and she's just, I don't know, but she's not very old. She's making her own little vlog. It's very cute and whatever. She's talking about her day. She's showing her new toy collection off to the camera, and then something freaks her out. I really want to get your guys' impression of this because it's really weird. But what makes this story really interesting is that it's also sort of a found footage, and that she didn't post this. Her sister and her sister's friend, who's quite a bit older than her, found this camera and saw what her little sister had filmed, and it freaks them out, and they're getting, so they ended up posting it. So let's go and watch this video, and then I really want to get your guys' thoughts on everything, because this is kind of messed up. So let's go ahead and roll it when you're ready.
You're messing around with my little sister's camera. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna show it to you. Okay.
Don't worry, it'll go into the actual video. Here you go.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Skibidi Toilet collection.
Her Skibidi Toilet collection. You appreciate that?
Great.
Sure, it's all made in Ohio because we keep hearing that.
Little action figures. It's the Skibidi Toilet and this one. And then
so we can't really understand what she's saying. She's just talking because it's a little cruddy camera, right? She's just talking about.
And I'm gonna wear it to
She even has Skibidi Toilet shoes.
yeah. Kids at my school like Skibidi Toilet.
Now she's made like a little tent in her room, and that's where she is.
Yeah.
And she's just doing a little vlog. Now watch, because this is bizarre.
And we went on a walk, and we also got ice cream that day. And I'm having a lot of.
We don't know, but it gets weirder. Now, my guess is whatever's happening in her view is outside of her little tent thing.
Yeah. It's got her attention.
Yeah.
Something's happening, right? And it's made her scared. She's decided scared enough to leave. She said, I think she calls for mom or something. And wait for it.
For the record, we're not going to ever do jump scare videos on this channel. Just
not intentionally.
Not intentionally. Okay, yeah.
Now we're going to show you a little bit. We're going to kind of highlight this a little bit so you guys kind of get a better feel for what just happened. We'll slow it down a little bit. Again, she sees whatever it is. We don't know what's going on, but it's enough. Like Matt said, it's got her attention. She is frozen to something enough that it scares her. She leaves her room, and then
it follows her out. It takes a while, but it follows her out. Ooh.
It almost looks like a leg, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You're messing around with my little sister's camera.
Okay.
It's weird.
So,
okay,
my thoughts on all this are, okay, one of the things we like to do here is whether we think something's legit or not. I 100% think this is real. This little girl, if
kids
she's
faking, terrible
they need to hire her, right? Hollywood needs to jump on it because her reaction is she never breaks. Like she holds that for 30 seconds. I mean, there's never a break in her, and
barely blinks.
She doesn't overdo. It's not like I'm totally terrified. There's something catching her attention. So what do you guys think about this video?
I think it's real. I mean, like you said, her reaction is very genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen this clip before actually, and I forgot how it goes, but Couple things. Maybe don't have so much Skibidi Toilet stuff in your house. That's probably the source of it. You brought something into your house. But yeah, the nature of kids and their inability to act, like kids will almost always tell you the truth, just because I think there's just something in them that they haven't developed the ability
Agreed. They're pretty
to
straightforward.
make stuff up unless
Even when they
it's,
shouldn't be.
yeah. But I think that whatever she sees, she's genuinely seeing. It's not something that, nobody went, hey, do this, stand over there. Something in her room has gotten her to the point that she's like, I got to get out of this room. So, yeah. And then whatever it is that follows
It
after
makes you
her.
wonder what it is she's seeing, because I don't think it's, like I said, it's nothing terrifying enough to make her just scream and run out.
Yeah.
But it's disturbing enough to her that she wants to get out.
Yeah. It's an unsettling rather than scary. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go into this next clip. We're going to have KC intro this one for us because he's the one who brought this. KC, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
All right. So there's this guy in this mausoleum in Mexico walking through there, and all of a sudden he sees this weird figure appear like towards the end of the hall, walking through the mausoleum, and it appears to be a little boy, but he then kind of vanishes. Just check it out. It's really, really interesting.
I can appreciate how well lit it is for daytime.
De nuevo, tiene alrededor de 30 años funcionando. Sí se ve algo tenebroso, pero pues supongo que así son todos. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué es eso? Es un niño. Niño,
So he sees a kid.
niño, ¿quién eres? Niño.
Is it the end of the hallway?
Diablos,
Yeah.
es un niño.
I think it gets a
¿Quién
little
eres,
more
niño?
like it come like the kid
Oh,
comes
okay.
Niño.
and they move.
No manches.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
so
I
it's
probably
run
would too.
away.
Nuestro que estás en el cielo.
Goes to run away.
No mames, yo lo vi.
Turns back.
Nadie me lo contó, yo lo vi.
No kid. So here's the thing that I think is interesting. I'm pretty sure it's just a hallway. Those are all the things, the doors we see, and all those are sealed.
Yeah, those are
Those are like
locked.
the actual crypts, right?
Yeah.
¿Quién es
That one's not sealed.
Really wish he would have turned to the left.
It's like me playing a video game back in the day, just
Come on,
get into a
turn,
corner,
turn,
get
turn,
stuck.
turn. Damn it! I wanted him to turn to make sure there was no hall to the left.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious. He shows the right very clearly, but nothing to the left. It doesn't look. It looks like a wall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is just a zoomed in clip of just the kid. Did you notice like the kid reacts?
Yeah. He turns and looks at
yeah.
him.
And looks. Watch. Yeah, I think it's a wall on both sides. And this. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kev, this is like a security guard in Mexico at a cemetery or crypt or mausoleum. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think I don't see. I think it's like a mausoleum in Mexico somewhere. Not sure which part of Mexico, but
So this is weird on multiple. So I often wonder, like when we see like ghost videos and stuff, like sometimes like how come they're not solid, and then when you see them solid, you're like, how come that's so solid? Kev
Yeah.
keeps bringing ones because you remember he brought one a couple weeks ago of the kid at the party, and very much solid looking, like
Yeah.
form. It
Full
almost looks
full body apparitions, not like a mist translucent
Right.
or anything. It's all just like, that's just a child. It's a
Mhm.
spook
and I think
child,
that
but
took
it's a
place in
child.
Mexico as well.
I think so.
It might have been, yeah. What's
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Mexican ghosts, man?
What
Yeah.
I'm curious about though is like, yeah, okay. So again, I'm pretty sure this video is years old. It's not brand new. He could have, like, when he turns to run, you could have found a cut point in there. It'd have been hard to match it up, but he could have.
Yeah.
Well, my issue with the whole thing is if he didn't, then where did this kid go? Because when he turns back around, and I'm not saying they didn't prearrange something someplace for the kid to hide. These are all possibilities. The reason I say these things is because people will put these things in the comments. That kid
Yeah.
hid. That's fine. If you think he did, what I want to know is
Where?
where. Because that's what we're trying to figure out. If
Mhm.
that kid hid where. That's why I said, is there a hall to the left? It doesn't look like it. It looks like solid to the left, and to the right are the crypts, which I'm pretty sure are locked. If he's a security guard, I guess maybe he could get in there. Then you got to find some random kid that's willing to do this, which we probably could. My nephew would have done it back in the day.
Hey, would you be okay going into this area where all these dead people are?
My nephew would have been like, yeah.
And then we're gonna lock the door behind you real quick.
That's cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
For video? Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. Give me a cut of the views. Yeah, sure. All right.
Here's what I will say. If I was this guy and this happened to me, I also would have run. Kids ghosts are the worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
I mean, they could be little demons. I mean, disguised as children. Happens all the time.
I think most of them are already not even disguised. They're just
demonic little. Yeah, I have 3 of them now. So I mean, all 3 of them are pretty much grown, but demons.
They're demons.
Great video, man. I love it. What we got next? So, Matt, I'm not gonna say anything. We're gonna load this up, and then I'll bring a point up afterwards. But I'll give you guys a little bit about this video. So in this video, what we have is a young man babysitting a little girl. What he claims is she started telling him about her doll. She says it's the doll that moves when she plays hide and seek with it. Now, because she said that, he starts filming her because he wants to get her to say it again because it's freaking him out. He starts to film her. He starts asking about the doll. Then he decides to do a little experiment with the doll. And the following video is what we get.
What you doing over there? Nice. What was it that you told me earlier about your doll? You said it moves?
Again, children are bad actors.
That doll? This doll?
I've seen this video. Not a fan already. Not a fan.
You said it moves? Like you move it, or? When does it move?
Suspenders. I always think these dolls are creepy anyway.
Yeah.
My daughter never really got into dolls much, thank God. She's actually hates dolls. Like she's scared of them.
She's gonna love this video then.
So he decides to test it by playing a game of hide and seek. See what happens. More peekaboo than hide and seek, for sure.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and point out the girl is in the room with him, looking out the door.
Hasn't moved.
Oh my God.
Hate it.
Sadie,
so Matt said jump scares. That was not intentional. This isn't. So after putting the little girl to bed, he walks into.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh yeah. So he puts her to bed. He comes out, and this is happening. The dog staring at it, but staying its distance and almost acts scared.
But also like, hey, you see this thing, right? You see it?
And eventually he dozes off, and he wakes up to this. I don't know if you can hear it, but
bro, no.
There's a toy going off, and there's the doll. I do lighten it up on a little highlight clip.
Oh, thank you.
Did you see it? Okay.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'm going to point it out a lot more for you guys.
Thanks, Jay. You're the best. Love you, man.
I didn't do it.
Point out this evil ass doll.
And don't worry, I will do a clip where it's like brightened up a little too.
Effing A.
It sits, its head goes up, and I brightened it up a little. Guys, again, video of a video and filmed in the dark, so forgive. Its head looks up, and then it falls over. And he skedaddles.
Yeah.
This, I will say this before I hand it over to you guys to give your thoughts. This, if there's a clip that seems like it's one that somebody would have faked for views, this is the most. Like I could see this one feels the most like possibly to be out of all the clips we've watched so far.
Yeah.
Do I think it's fake? I don't really know. But I don't know. It's a fun clip. I agree. I think my whole thing is if he was going to fake it, he did it very smart. He didn't like while he's playing peekaboo. He couldn't have timed the dog thing. That was an accident.
Yeah.
And most people would have done the peekaboo and then have the doll move every time he comes around the corner, which doesn't happen. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it just sits there.
Nothing happens in any of it till the very end. So I don't know. It's a pretty creepy, fun video. It always kind of gives me the creeps. What are your guys' thoughts, Casey?
I'm trying to think, like, how would he like fake that? I mean,
It's
I'm
dark,
leaning towards this could
you
be
know.
yeah.
And all it does
I
is lean
mean,
its head up and then fall back, which could easily be some kind of string being pulled.
Yeah, string
But
pulled backwards.
possibly, but the way it kind of fell, I don't know.
yeah, Matt, what do you think?
I don't like it. The baby is too realistic. The dog fake out jump scare in the middle of it, not a fan of that. I don't like that.
It's so funny because you're like, we don't do jump scares, and I was like, well, not intentionally.
And I did not know that this video was coming. I have seen it before. I know that the dog is like that part's coming. Forgot how many times he looked out and I was like, oh, there it is. Nope. There it is. And it's just the anticipation of knowing that there's a friendly little dog coming to give him a little smooch on the camera.
I love that the dog does that. It's like, oh, we're playing a game.
He's like, yay. And then the dog is not playing a game anymore.
No.
The dog is now sitting and watching that.
How do you
doll.
fake that? Because here's the thing. That dog, you could get the dog to sit there. You could get the dog to sit there and stare, but that dog is keeping his distance and acting a little nervous.
Unless the dog doesn't realize it's a doll and thinks it's a baby and it's maybe trying to protect it. Maybe. I doubt that. Can't really ask the dog, but
all right, we got one more.
I doubt that.
One more video this week, and this one, Matt, do you want to intro what you got for us here?
Yeah, this one's kind of it went around a little while and made the news a little bit as well. And I like to try to bring ones that have been on some kind of news source. This one was actually on the Daily Mail. I'm not sharing the Daily Mail video. I think I actually tracked down the original source video, but
whenever possible, we try.
Yeah. This one is it's a nighttime janitor at a school. We love those. Love school hauntings. Allegedly, and he goes into it in the video, but allegedly the school was built over the top of a cemetery because, why not? Let's just desecrate a bunch of graves by putting a school on top of them.
I know this video already.
Yep. And we'll play it and you'll see what happens.
That happens a lot.
I'll let you guys know this school was built on a cemetery. I don't know if that helps my situation or not, but previous janitors that have worked here have tried to tell everyone that, every night something happens, some spooky shit. I don't know, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, I didn't really believe them until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just
like how it doesn't do anything until he challenges it.
That right there.
I have so many questions though about this. I think we actually posted this as a short at one point.
Possibly.
But I have so many weird questions about this.
Now, I will say at the end of this clip, there's something else that happens in it.
Yeah. First of all, why the red balloon?
Yeah, it's got to be. And that's a lot of people in the comments are like, oh, yeah, it's it.
It's so painful.
Yeah, it gives like it vibes.
Yeah, it's so like.
No.
I love that. No. Understandable reaction.
So my first question is, before we get in, I know we get to the end and something more happens, and I don't want to
no matter what.
Walk over that.
Ooh.
There it went. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah. And that's
so I don't know if you see it in the doorway in the back. Something goes whipping across the screen.
Yeah.
So my big question here is like, well, Matt, give your thoughts first. I want your thoughts on this video before I. So watch the background, the doorway back there.
Let's play it from here.
There it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So my thoughts on it, he shows at the very beginning, like the first time he encounters the balloon, you see all the way to the floor. Yes, it could be a fishing line. However, he leaves and it does follow him, but it takes angles.
Correct.
That he's not.
It can't be a fishing line, because if he had that line on that and pulled it,
you would see it like
you would see the string pull, or wherever he has the line. It stays in one uniform position.
Yeah, you don't see the bottom of the string coming out. If he tied it at the bottom, you don't see it moving. It stays straight up and down the whole time.
Let me put it this way. I can only think of one way that if somebody tied it at the bottom, because there does look to be like a weight or something at the bottom, which would make sense.
But all of them have that.
Someone would have to have been behind him with one string at the bottom in the classroom and pulling it slowly. Then someone would have had to been there with another string in the hall to pull it in that direction. So that part doesn't seem like it could. Again, not impossible, just really hard. I have two questions. So we played this. We have this as a short.
You can see him. You can see him right there. The little white spots on the floor.
Yeah,
that's the weights from the other balloons.
Weights or something. Yeah. So we did play this as a short early on when we do our shorts videos, but we've never discussed this. So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And some of those shorts I would love to discuss.
These guys right down in there.
So my first thing is in the full video, he also starts off in a janitor's closet telling people that he was freaked out by it. Now he's going to go out and film it. So he basically claims that this happened before he started filming. It's not like he just happened to be filming it. Yeah. No, he started filming because of it.
Yeah. And you can see the little weight there again too.
Here's my question. He says it's this balloon, no matter where I go, it seems to be following me.
Why didn't it follow you?
Why isn't it following you? Why does it start off in this classroom? Why isn't it following you? Now, I don't have answers for that, and I'm not saying that makes it fake. Those are my questions.
Yeah.
The thing dashing across at the end, again, you're faking this. That's a weird touch to add if you're faking it.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
And he sees it happen too. Like,
yeah, he goes,
he could have just like not even acknowledge it and like, oh, did you see it? Like,
and the
big end of that, but no.
The big thing we've talked about on many of these, he's at his job, and this is out for the public. He could lose his job for this.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing a school will let you go for.
Yeah. He's talking about the fact that it was built on a cemetery. Mm-hmm. Maybe they don't see, I mean, they got a picture of allegedly the cemetery in the hallway, which is weird choice to make, but okay. But again, like, most schools don't want you to be filming anything in there for various obvious reasons that we won't go into.
Definitely don't want you to be telling all the kids it's haunted.
True. that on top of everything else. But I was just thinking like a school safety issue. But yeah, don't tell the kids that it's haunted. They're not going to want to go to school there anymore. Unless
they're really going to want to go. We were
like, hell yeah, let's go to school.
We really let's film it.
Are they?
Can we stay overnight?
A lot of kids are still interested.
Yeah.
But that's actually why they don't want to create a disturbance. Like the kids are going to be
right. That will happen.
I'm gonna put it this way. I have no idea. We never know completely if a video is fake or real unless the word comes out that it's been faked. But this is creepy as hell to me. Yeah. If I were this, we have talked on this show about that kind of weird sense about being in a school after hours and it already given you the heebie-jeebies, how weird it feels. This is one of those things where if I was this dude, I'd have had to have left. And I mean, I'm actually,
I don't know if I'd keep working there, to be honest.
I'd have popped. Actually, you know me. I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'd have walked up and popped that fucking balloon. Like, fuck you. We're done.
Oh no, there was that in the comments. Like, yeah, all fun and games until he pulls out
the rest of the balloons follow.
All the rest of the balloons.
Oh god. Are we writing a horror movie right now?
They gang up on you.
Yeah.
And I definitely, the balloon would have freaked me out. My brain would have been like, maybe there's a static something. But then when the image shot across, I'm like, nope, confirms everything for me. I'm gonna have to leave because I can't pop.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Can't pop the shadow figure.
And you guys know my thoughts on shadow people, so we're gonna have to do a whole shadow people episode at some point in time.
Cool. We should definitely do that.
Which side note, I thought this,
That would
you
be
know how we
cool.
love our dumb puns. I thought we should do maybe an episode on all La Llorona videos. That'd be kind of cool. We just call it kind of weepy.
Oh God!
Yeah.
On that, we're gonna end this. That's brilliant, man.
I had a
love
whole ones too, like sleep paralysis demons, kind of sleepy.
Kind of sleepy.
Kind of weak.
So stupid, but I love it.
Sorry.
So one of the big things, guys, we're going to put this shout out there. We would like to start adding some viewer recommended clips or some personal clips. So if you guys have stuff, clips you would really love us to talk about or look over, please drop us a line. Let us know. You can drop it in the comments or you can email us. Email would be the best way, but either will work. KindaCreepyShow@gmail.com. If you have a link, that would be great to the video, a link to the video, or if it is your video and you want to send us to it. If not, just give us as much information about, say, I watched this clip once, and tell us as much as you can. I will gladly go hunt for it and hopefully can find it. And we would really love to start looking at ones you guys have seen and you're like, I saw this and it freaked me out, or I saw this and I was like, what the hell? We really want those. So if you have them, send them in, let us know, and we will start incorporating them into the show. All right, if you guys want to check us out on the social medias, we have those fun things as well. We're on Facebook. It's been getting a lot of fun over there, a lot of goofy, silly stuff over on Facebook. So if you want to check us out on Facebook, that's a fun time. We're on TikTok. We're on TikTok if you want to check us out there. Instagram as well. And of course, we're on Bluesky, which is the Twitter alternative. I will say on things like TikTok, we do what we do here on YouTube, which is we put up a few shorts every week. Same shorts go up here on YouTube, but they may go up on different days, things like that. So if you want to join us on those, that would be awesome. We would love to have you guys. We'd love to get your feedback. Like I said, please leave feedback in the comments below. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us once again here on Kinda Creepy. Please, if you have not already done so, subscribe down below. Our subscriptions have been going up, and we really, really appreciate all of that. So if you haven't, please do. And that's it. Until next time, guys, remember, keep it creepy.
Keep it creepy.
This is kind of creepy.